What's going on, guys? This is Jamie from Heroic Barbell, and welcome to the day that we're going to be talking about our competition, right? My competition, which was this past Saturday at Barbell House in Busan. We're going to get right into it, but before I do, let's give one more thanks to those rockin' dudes in Beef Boys for that musical track that they let us use for the intro of this video. I was gone last week. Prepping for a competition is stressful. I work a full-time job. I have a life outside of whatever. So prepping for this meet, I had the videos lined up, but I just didn't upload them because I didn't have time to talk to you guys. But I have a little bit of time now to talk to you guys because I'm going to be taking maybe a week off from the gym. So I can talk to you guys about the meet and leading up to the meet. I don't know, I think some of you guys know if you watched the previous prior videos, I hurt my hamstring, I hurt my boob. Those are the two things that I hurt before getting into this meet. But leg was feeling better and I was squatting all right. Chest still felt a little wonky. So even though I was on the peak, I had to hit something heavy for both of them. So let's first take a quick look at my 3 top lifts that I had for the last week of the peak. Let's get into it, shall we? So you know the deal with the warm-ups, red, blue, whatever. I had to be ballsy today. I'm wearing a mask in this video too because I was feeling a little under the weather. 227.5. This is the heaviest I've ever gone meet prep, and I think I smashed it. If I have to be completely honest with you, which blew up my confidence in the squat here. So once I hit that, I knew that I was peaked for this meet. Let me pause this really quick because I have to talk to you guys about singlets and singlet choices while you're competing. Okay, you can see I covered my wiener there in this picture because this singlet was so tight, it essentially gave me a vagina, which I don't want to show you guys because it's embarrassing. But just so you know, a tight suit might help you in squat and deadlift, but it will only make you feel really uncomfortable when you squat because once you start leg driving into the bench, that thing's going to split your balls into a vagina. There's no easy way to say it. There's no gentle way to say it. It is what it is. If you really want to see the video, DM me. That's a joke. I'm not going to respond to anyone who does that. So keep in mind, this is right after I hurt my boobie. Always have a spot when you guys are going heavy, especially if you're worried about it. So this is how that bench went. I was on the TSS, is what they used at the Barbell House. Don't really pause it, but it moves really well and there was no pain, just the fear. So I knew that. The last deadlift, heavy deadlift I did, wearing my blue blazer singlet here, which I really like. Baby powder is a cheat code, if I have to be honest. I dropped it. My hands couldn't hold it. And let's pause the video here. Pause it, Jamie. This is a timestamp for you. I don't remember what I was going to say. So I went to the meet in Busan with the Beef Boys. I'm talking about Milo. I'm talking about Chris. I'm talking about Arno. Those were the crew that we rolled deep in. And we decided that, we all collectively decided because Milo wasn't going to compete, he was going to handle for all of us. So while he's young, he's very clever in the ways of the lifting. He planned all of our openers. He went through all of the warm-ups that we were going to do. And he knew our goals, right? What our goals were for the meet. And for me, he asked me how confident I felt in certain things and what I wanted to hit. He was always there watching all the attempts, so he could give me good suggestions and what have you. Going into this meet, I had no real expectation. I just kind of wanted to have fun with the boys and compete because I hadn't done so since whatever thing they did in Train True, like in 2021 or something like that. So I hadn't competed in a while. The weight class here wasn't 93. It was actually 100. It went from like 85 to 100. So I really bloated up for this one. I really whaled up. I was trying to eat a lot that last month. Number one, to aid in recovery, and number two, to put a little bit more size on so I could be a little bit stronger getting onto the platform. I ended up weighing in at 94.3. It was like 2.5. I saw it on the scale. It was 2.5, but the guy wrote down 94.3. But this was after me like eating and drinking all weekend. So I woke up, immediately started just chugging salt water, eating bread, eating bananas, what have you, things of that nature. So I was already like full going into the meet. And then after weigh-ins, I had to wait a while because I wasn't flight A. I was flight B or whatever there was. So let's see how everything goes. I went into this meet with a plan of 215 opener, 225, 235. That was the plan. So let's see how that plans out. Here's the first attempt for me at 215. I'd like to say that these spotters, loaders, and judges were awesome, especially the loaders and the spotters. Big thank you to these guys. These guys are fudging cool dudes. I drink a beer with these guys, even though I don't really drink ever. You can see how fat and bloated I am. I look like a friggin' sausage. I ate so much goddamn food up to this meet. I'm actually relieved I don't have to eat this much anymore. I don't know about you guys competing. See how it was very smooth. When you get under that bar and it's like competition time, I'll be honest, I can't see anything. Like, everything goes black, and it's kind of just like my body takes over, and it's like you just go through the movement. You've done it so many times. Second attempt here, 227.5, the same single that I took at Train True for the peak. I think it moved just about the same, but I was so confident. I was starting to feel a little tired here though, but I decided 35, which would be a 5 kg PR for me. I might, in hindsight, do I wish I went a little heavier? Maybe, but then I wanted to go 9 for 9. That was the goal. 9 for 9 is important to me because I haven't gone 9 for 9 in a very long time. So I may be a little conservative, but I braced. Everything went black, and then, to be honest, I think it moved kind of like a second attempt, so I was very happy with that. I also hit the ammonia before this one, so maybe that was a little bit more laser focus I got. I didn't like the feeling of the ammonia though, so I decided to just not do it anymore. I think they're getting ready for the next guy here. It should cut out any minute now. But the third attempt, I was really happy with it. And I think that kind of like set the meet in motion. Because I wasn't sure how this bench was going to feel, I lowered my first attempt to 137.5 just because I wasn't sure how sticky the bench would be, and I wasn't sure how my chest would hold up. So like if I can't get a strong enough arch, I was more worried about my chest, but like this bench was real sticky. When I chalked up my back, Arnold chalked up my back real good. So like I was locked in, like not like what the young kids say locked in. Like I was really stuck on that bench, and my leg drive was on point. So after that, I normally don't do big jumps like this, 10 kg jumps, but I was like, put it up to 147 because that's just how confident I felt. I dug into the bench again. My feet really locked in. Milo wiped my feet with some wet tissues that I brought from my bum. And I locked in, everything just felt good. There was no start command or anything, and everything just moved. Once I hit that, I knew. Let's just go to 55, which would be a 2.5 kg PR for me. I didn't want to push anything on bench. That's the one. This is the one lift where I was actually really nervous, just because I could still kind of feel the pec flaring up. Not like flaring up bad, but you can still kind of feel it. But that's why I didn't want to push. So 155. In hindsight, I think I could have done 165, but sometimes the mind can like play tricks on you and stuff like that, and because it hurts in your head, you'll hurt yourself in real, I don't know, some kind of juju voodoo magic, something like that there. But very easy. The boys were laughing because it was basically a touch and go. I don't know how. Anyway, deadlift, I originally had 235 kg as my opener, but after squats and after bench, I was like, I feel so good. I'm just drinking fluids all day, and before I went to deadlift, I told Milo, I'm going to ask the guy to clean the barbell every time before I deadlift, because he tripped. I felt so bad. I felt really bad that he tripped. I hope he didn't get himself hurt. But I wanted that fresh bar because everyone here was using so much goddamn baby powder. That turns your fingers into butterfingers. Dan calls me that. But that felt so good. It felt so easy. So I decided 65. Let's go up to a 65. Which 260, because if I hit 260, that would have locked in my goal of 650 kg total. So this was kind of the pull. I wanted to give myself 2 attempts with this just in case I drop it, because I'm famous for having butterfingers. But I held it, and it was so easy. This peak, while it was super difficult, I think it worked really well. As soon as I lifted the 260, I went right to my 272.5. And then Arnold was like, no, just do 275. But I don't want to be greedy. I don't want there to be any chance that I can mess anything up. Plus, 272.5 kg is a 600-pound deadlift. You know, American units. Believe it or not, I'm American. And this is a big milestone for me. I've hit it before in training, but never just with the bareness of my hands. So when I hit that, I was unbelievably over the moon. I really had no plans to place. I had no plans to podium in any matter, because I saw the competition that I would be up against, and they were big, and they were big, strong boys. So I didn't, just go there and have fun. But then when it came to announce lifters in the 100 kg weight class, they ended up calling my name for second place, which felt really great. And then even better, I got third overall lifter from that day. Now, I'm not a young man. I'm older, slower, brains going, body's starting to go. I smell, personality, things like that. So for me, being able to kind of squeeze my way and stand on that podium 2 times feels very good. So with that being said, I think I have to say this is probably my favorite meet that I've done, just because it went so well. It wasn't my favorite prep of all time because I got hurt, and it has its ups and its downs and yada, yada, yada. But I'm proud to say that I was able to place really well, and I couldn't have done it without the support of the Beef Boys, Train True, where I train out of, Barbell House, and the Barbell House president, the KPU president, for making this happen, because without these opportunities, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So I have to just very grateful to the beautiful powerlifting community that I'm a part of, and I can't be more grateful. I don't have any plans to compete anytime in the near future. I think that for someone my age, competing more than once a year is not really productive. I don't think I can really put on much strength ever again, if that. So if I do compete again, I'm not sure if I will, but if I do ever compete again, I would love to do it again at Barbell House. It was just a great time. I would like to do it with my bros again if they're up for the trip. So yeah, I'm super proud of everything that we were able to do down in Busan, and that's what I have to say about that. I finished up a whole cycle with Evolve AI, so I want to talk about that in a later video. I finished up a whole cycle using the Powerlifting SBD knee sleeves, which I'd like to talk about those. I think, after you've used a product for such a long time, you have the right to review it. It's not like give it 3 weeks and then tell me if it's good or not. I think I did a whole cycle with it. Evolve really worked for me. I'm sad to say, though, I will not be using it in the future. I'm going to switch back to Juggernaut, something I prefer. We'll talk about that later, and then, whatever. But that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate you guys coming to watch, as always, and listening to me ramble about blah, 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 blah. I don't know when I'm going to post again. This was kind of like a series for me about this meet and my thoughts and experiences with it. I think I'll post again sooner than later, but not in the next couple of weeks, I think. So I won't see you for a little while, but just know that I'm very proud of you and that I love you very much, and we'll see each other again soon. Bye-bye.